Hello, Lee.
Hello, Pete.
Lea Cummings, also known sometimes as Kylie Minoise, also known as various things. Man of many names.
Yes.
What have you been up to?
I've been up to lots of things recently. We've been doing, me and Sarah have been doing a show in the festival in Edinburgh in August.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Yeah, with FK Alexander.
And it was a big hit, the show.
It was. It did very well. People liked it, and it was very busy.
And would you care to tell the boys and girls at home a bit about the show and what it entailed?
Yeah, basically it's FK singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow one-to-one with somebody while looking in their eyes and holding their hand. And Sarah and myself are, as Okashima Island Tours Association, are doing kind of noise stuff behind it.
Yeah.
And it repeats that, really, for an hour at a time. That time, when we've done it in the past, it's been like 4 or 5 hours long or something, but that's just an hour a day.
And people were really quite moved by it, wasn't there? There was reports of people
cried.
crying.
Some people cried. Quite a few people cried, actually. There was a tally being kept for a while about how many people cried, but I don't know what the outcome of that was. But it was good. Some people cried. A few people left sometimes, which is good as well. You know, it wasn't all positive.
Yeah.
Which is good. But for the most part, it was very positive.
And so, yeah, you just had your machines and made the noise.
Yeah.
And she just carried the tune.
Yeah, we basically... I mean, there wasn't really much gap. The singing to the people was fairly constant. So, you know, everyone in the audience had this little ticket thing, and then if you wanted to have a song, you got up and gave the ticket, and then she did the song. So it was the bits in between, you know, when she was singing the song, and she sings along to a live recording of the last ever performance that Julie Garland did of the song, you know. Uh-huh. So when she's singing, there's the track that she's singing along to, and kind of me and Sarah's stuff's kind of in the background, really bubbling under in that way. And then at the kind of crescendo, the final note of the song, our kind of stuff rises up, and we kind of do our kind of thing in between the song in that way for the most part. Uh-huh. But because it was only an hour long each time, there wasn't much in between. It was fairly constant.
Are you going to do it again?
Yeah, there's a few more. There's a few more coming up. I think we're doing it in a couple of weeks. Somewhere, I can't remember where. It's in England somewhere. It's in Colchester.
Right.
Is where it is. Okay. Yeah, in a couple of weeks, and there's some more coming up in some other places.
That's good. Did you interrupt? You were down in London. Was that in July, doing your In Utero?
Yeah.
Cover. Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, that was at the end of. I think it was at the end of July. That was at a festival called Tempting Failure, which is like a performance and noise festival. Uh-huh. It was on in London, and the subject for the kind of the idea, the subject, the phrase, or whatever to frame the whole festival this year was In Utero. So I just decided to do something fairly literal with it, and do a cover of the Nirvana album.
Right.
Kind of, but I didn't really do it in the end in that way because it didn't really work out that way. Really.
But did it turn into a new successful thing?
Well, it was pretty much what I do with that anyway.
Yeah.
You know, plus kind of like equipment kind of died. So, but you know, it was good.
Did you get injured at any point?
No, I was fairly uninjured really through that specific performance. Really.
I just asked because sometimes you have been like mutilated or something. There's been, I don't know if it's accidents or self-harm or...
No, I do, yeah. I've been known to be injured during those Kylie Minoise performances back in the day. It feels like quite a long time ago, that now. But yeah, you know, it did fairly often happen that, you know, I did have to go to hospital a few times.
Yeah.
So it does... it did really happen like that sometimes.
Just because you're so into it that things happen.
Yeah, it's about, you know, losing control, really. And that happens sometimes. And other people lost control sometimes too. And, you know, it gets kind of dangerous sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah. I think noise music is kind of, it's sort of like pushing the boundaries of what music is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe some people would say it's not music and say it's just noise.
Yeah.
When do you think noise becomes music and the other way around?
I'm not really sure. I mean, it's a big question that a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, hardly anyone, a small handful of people maybe think about for a few seconds. But yeah, I don't know. You know, I guess people who do that kind of thing approach it in different ways. You know, some people approach that kind of thing if they're making it or performing it or recording it in more of a kind of, well, you know, a structured kind of, you know, as you would a piece of music. You know, it's kind of like a composition or something, and kind of think about all that stuff. And then other people approach it more from a just fucking do it kind of way. So it's more, you know, it's the difference between I guess like the punk thing and you know, writing for an orchestra.
And do you think that you know, you could change direction and go down a pop direction at any point?
It could happen.
You're capable of it.
I have been recording quite a lot of pop music recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, and I've been enjoying that. I don't know what happened with it. I don't know if that will get completely mangled or not. I don't know. I mean, I listen to a lot of old pop music. It's what I kind of enjoy listening to. Not contemporary stuff. It's rubbish. But old stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I like all that stuff. You know, I just like listening to that stuff.
What sort of stuff?
80s pop music.
Yeah.
That's what I go to when I'm feeling like I want to listen to something to make me happy.
Yeah. I listen to girl groups a lot. That's been going on for a few years.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't seem to be letting up.
Yeah, some of these things don't. Some of these things are kind of a phase, and some of them just stick around. But yeah. I mean, I really don't listen. I found myself listening to some a lot of stuff that I never historically have liked before, and I've been really enjoying that. I don't know if it's getting old, something, I don't know, but yeah, I do like
changing,
more
evolving.
classic kind of stuff that a few years ago I would have said is fucking crap, you know, because I think I was maybe looking for something a bit different out of things, and now maybe I'm, you know, doing that cliched thing of listening to Motorhead or something. It's just fucking stupid, but it's true. Not that Motorhead is stupidly great, but you know, listening to stuff that in the past I would have associated with kind of middle-aged people listen to it, but I guess I'm middle-aged now, so maybe that's what happened, you know.
Yeah.
I don't really listen to much new or recently contemporary stuff anymore, really, at all, really.
It's not really listenable.
Well, yeah. It just feels like, I don't know, I don't really connect with that stuff. I find it hard to connect with anything really that's made by people that are like half my age or something. I just, you know, I kind of think maybe it's a bit weird to kind of be a fan of something that's made by children.
Yeah. Like when Gordon Brown said he was a fan of the Arctic Monkeys, and I think no one believes you.
No.
Because you can't be. It's not possible.
No. Well, nobody can be. But yeah, I mean, it's a strange thing that, you know, I do just listen to older stuff, really.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's good stuff going on, but it's just, I don't really know what it is anymore, really, or have really any interest in finding it. Really.
Yeah. I used to hear people saying there's no good music anymore, and I'd say, well, no, you're just not finding it. You're not making the effort. It's still out there. But now, I don't really hear it, so I'm not sure. I just don't think it is.
Who knows? I mean, you do see good stuff still, you know, but I don't know. I guess you get to that stage where you've seen it all, really, in some ways, you know.